I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here we are, baby, making it through. Woo-hoo. Day by day. Look out. I think we're getting there. I'm starting to come out of the funk.
The bronchitis is subsiding a bit. You still coughing, though.
Oh, I am. I mean, I'm not 100%, but there was a point where, you don't know if it gets better or it gets worse. And, the fact that I went through the whole thing and I didn't have massive voice issues. I think I've learned over time. I only had that one day. I think it was on Monday.
You got lucky this time.
Yeah,
you didn't ever really lose your voice. It was hard to talk.
Right.
That was earlier in the week. Look at you. You're fighting.
Took a lot of work. I think I've kind of figured out how to try to whoop this thing. So did it. I think we're going to be okay. Feeling like I'm coming out of it. So it's all good.
You feeling better too, Bird?
I'm at a pivotal point right now. I am feeling better. I just got to mind my P's and Q's. And I know for me, sleep is a big thing.
Yes.
If I'm getting my sleep, it almost naturally heals me. And when I don't, I get just run down, and that's when I get sick. But sometimes I'm not even doing anything crazy. I can't sleep. And that can happen. I can string 2 or 3 days together, and then you're around somebody who has a cold or something. I am fucked.
Yep. That's
but
how it goes.
I'm feeling better. I am.
Good.
I'm really craving the good stuff.
Okay.
And that's when
Whiskey?
Yeah.
No, that's how I know I'm not 100%. The idea of putting alcohol in my body is just no.
Okay, that's how I'm getting there. I think I'm there. Might who knows? Probably a little bold to say tequila today, but
No, don't do it.
tequila tomorrow probably.
Let yourself heal.
First of all, don't tell him how to live his life.
I know,
If my
right?
man
She
wants
likes
some
to jump
fucking
right in. Yeah.
Look, I'm a mom. You're not. Shut the fuck up.
That's right. I don't have kids.
You don't have kids.
I just have the drinking problem.
I'm a kid.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Moms know stuff.
Okay.
They know stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. That
About
wisdom.
healing and all that.
Okay. All right. I got an email from Lakeland Ashley, and she said, I really like the split screen stuff that's going on here.
Oh.
She said, yeah, I love the look of it today. I hope you guys keep doing this. So many times you'll wind up missing Bird falling out of his chair and you only get the ground shot. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him more often.
Yeah, all I ask is people, please be patient with our sweet Denny's. He is working on such an archaic type of system. He had to build that whole split screen himself. That's not a program, and it's not perfect right now. Just lay off him a little bit. My man's doing a great job, and he just learned that whole program, and he's going to make it great. He's doing an awesome job.
Yeah, you'll see it when we need Denny's in here. We're going to go to split screen a bit, so you'll start seeing that a little bit more until we get to the new setup, and then we'll see what we do there. But yeah, I think using split screen from time to time will probably be a factor of it. I do probably still like the head-on shots for the most part, because we do repurpose a lot of video now, especially for social media, and that's going to make those videos a little bit better to have the head-on face shot. But we're going to see. I can't wait to get in the new studio. I'm getting to the point where I'm really starting to get itchy for that, because I remember at one point they'd said worst case scenario was May.
You've been edged quite a bit.
So
you're ready to let it go.
I kind of set that in my mind. I'm like, I don't even expect anything until May, and now here we are. We're into July, and I'm like, all right, man, I really would like to get in that new studio.
I'll see you in there for Christmas. It'll be your Christmas present.
Think so? Yeah, you're probably right. You probably are right.
We will celebrate Christmas in the new studio. We will call Suits on the railroad, and he will sing Christmas shoes while he drives a train, and that'll be in the new studio.
Yeah. Okay. He'll sing Christmas shoes as he
drives a train.
Yeah.
We're tough.
Into another train.
Thank God I don't think he's driving any trains, right?
He's learning how to drive the train.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was part of it. I thought he was just taking tickets and the whatnot.
Well, he's building to that.
Like at the movies. Like at the movies.
Yeah, it's a program where he eventually wants to drive the train.
Oh my god!
Because he's going to end up singing Christmas shoes, and one of his new employees is going to see that. And we're kind of a hard group to explain to newbies.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you singing for those three weird people?
I remember when somebody had to try to explain zombie Hulk Hogan to somebody who's never listened to our show.
That's a tough task.
That's a tough thing to explain to somebody.
How would you even start?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And how do you explain this? A haunted doll that is out living his best life in the summertime. Got an update on Jbird's haunted doll, Vlad.
Oh, good.
that
What's he
was
up to?
Abducted during our live show at the Boca Black Box.
We last saw him. He was at Rapids. He was having parties. He had chicks. He looked like he was living his best life.
Continues on. He's having an amazing summer. He is now headed off to the Florida Keys. You can see him there. He is at the southernmost point
Yeah. It's
in Key West.
He's
Beautiful.
never coming home.
Nah, again, he's never looked healthier.
L&L, our Vlad the Doll abductor, said, no, we did not take him to go see Robert the Doll. We were scared of that fucker. I mean, could you imagine if you got the powers of Vlad and Robert the Doll in the same room? What could happen?
The building might burn down.
This is Vlad's vacation, his Rumspringa. He don't want that kind of heat. That's not what he's looking for. He's not looking for a Robert.
He don't want to fight. He wants to...
He wants to pork. He's
Okay.
looking for a Roberta.
Apparently he did. He picked up an island cutie while he was there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yep. So apparently he stuck it. He got it in.
That's what Vlad does.
So Vlad does.
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler. That's his porn name.
He impales you with that dude.
Oh man, and he's good at all of it.
He is. He's very good.
69 and the whole
Does
kit
it all.
and caboodle. Oh yeah.
Apparently he got so fucked up on the 4th with partying that all we did was some sparklers on the 5th.
Yeah,
So
he looks a little exhausted.
Yeah,
he left it
that's
in
a-
the sheets.
that's a hungover haunted doll right there.
That's a horrifying shot.
That's pretty horrifying. It kind of acts like he's coming out of the ground.
He kind of looks, I don't know. He kind of looks like he's been through something bad. Look at his face. He looks like he's got regret.
He doesn't look as happy there.
Key West will do that to you.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you're right.
when you see me driving out of Key West, every time I've had that same face on.
He's kind of there's some regret. You're
Yeah.
exhausted.
I've had the Vlad face.
You checked your bank account. You're like, what the fuck happened?
I know the Vlad face driving out of Key West. That's the way you look. That means you did it right. Okay, let's hear about the best and final offer from Duffy's. Anyway, they're going double or nothing? I don't know. Okay, right now now they're trying to drive it up. I don't know. We got to contact Duffy's and find out if we can get that $97.90 gift card to our abductors.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Pay the ransom.
I think Vlad needs to come home.
Okay.
I think he does need to come home.
You've had a rough summer. He's had a great summer. That's what's amazing.
You need him right now more than he needs you.
Yeah.
You might end up having to buy his gift card.
You got the Undertaker running around your house.
People are still hitting me up about that.
Oh, they are? You
Yeah.
got some more comments? What are people saying?
Other people have experienced what I was talking about, and then there's other people who just think I'm losing my mind. I have been getting a couple of Jason. I think you're getting schizophrenia.
All right.
I mean, nothing I haven't heard before.
Right. Oh, well.
Exactly.
I see shapes. I see shadows. People are in my yard.
I had 103 fever temp.
Yeah.
And people had said when they were having that kind of a temp, they would see
fever
shit
dreams,
too. Do you guys what's your highest fever? Do you have those stats?
I don't know that I've done anything really over 102, and that might be too much. 101. I usually don't fever much.
I don't fever either.
Really?
I don't think I ever fever.
I've been
Rare.
a fever since I was a kid.
Rare. Yeah. I think my last fever might have been about 5 years ago.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then even then, I don't know that I typically even take it that often.
I think I lead the league in fevers.
This league, if you're talking about the KVJ league, yeah. We had a stat for fevers. Yeah.
It was all making sense, though. Fevers lead to insane movements.
Whatever.
You have the most fevers, and you're definitely the most insane.
I'm in my prime, first of all. And second of all, we've had a crazy off on this show, and you won that fucker.
Oh, whatever.
I may win it this time, but you won it the first time. We really did have a crazy off where there was voting tournament style, and she won it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The people had spoken.
You got shadow people. You got people peeking in your window. You're seeing some shit.
But there's real people looking at my windows, too.
It's not all crazy.
It's not all crazy.
Yeah.
The blurred line is what's driving me crazy.
Yeah. You don't know what is and what's not.
That's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
So maybe I would win the tournament now.
We could probably do this poll every day to go back and forth.
The numbers have flipped.
I think they would fluctuate.
On any given day, that is true. I can come in here and just blow you out of the water with my insanity.
Oh, I know.
And I might just do that tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Fuck 'em up Friday.
Kevin will never win that title. You'll never
Never.
win the most insane. You would have to do legit murder stuff.
Yeah.
That's how you
It
would.
would be, I finally have just flipped it, and
Or you had the secret life, BTK style.
I'd be crazy, right? Could you imagine that?
He always claimed to be so busy because he was out murdering.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time.
That would fucking, it would blow my mind.
That's what I've really been doing.
Yeah, because I would think I would have sniffed that out.
You think so?
Well, I'm so into murder.
Right. And imagine I've been murdering all these years, and you
He's
have
too
no idea.
calm and just worried about work. You don't have time to murder.
But that's his MO.
Right.
That's what they do.
That's what murderers do. They put up the illusion that there's just no way that they could possibly be doing that stuff.
If he murdered, we would know.
So I think the good ones that go for a long time, they're also great liars. They're not sloppy, and they
they're good.
know how to talk to their loved ones, coworkers, and they're
Absolutely.
able to sell the story so hard and be believable, almost as if they can trick their own mind in believing
Typically very organized. You got to be
Yeah.
neat and organized. You have to have everything. You can't. You get sloppy, you get caught.
and you have to be somewhat, I think, intelligence not the word, but knowing how to manipulate people and being able
key.
to sell it.
It is. Yeah.
Because some people can't sell it.
Got to manipulate not only your victims to get them to be your victims, but then you got to manipulate the people around you in your life.
Who end up being victims too.
He would not be good at manipulation.
No,
No.
that's why it would blow my mind.
You just don't have that in you. You're a good person and you believe in the good of other people.
Right.
And you're always surprised when people fuck around and do stupid shit. You're like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
This is more.
He believes in good people.
I don't really think Kevin's a murderer.
No, I don't either. There's no way Kevin is a murderer.
But you can see why it'd be so surprising.
It would rock the foundation. I think of it for so many people.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then we'd cut back to some of your pictures. They go,
How did you
How
not
did
see
they
that?
not see
How
it?
did you not ever think this guy was not capable of?
we did do a video called Faces of Murder.
Yeah.
Featuring, we did see it the whole
And
time.
then you're like, they even put this face on a billboard. Look how murderous. You knew by his face he was going to kill.
Yeah.
it would be shocking.
Yeah. It would be pretty shocking. We were talking about celebrities you met and you didn't realize at the time they were actually something big. And it can happen because now you got celebrities of all different ilk.
You're right.
I could be talking to, there's Max Verstappen is the guy who just wins every single Formula One race. He's the dude that just never loses. He could come in here, sit down, we'd talk. I'd have no idea, except for the fact I think he's Dutch. And I'd be like, okay, interesting accent. And that would be it. I wouldn't even know.
Okay, if you were in an elevator with Joey Chestnut, the hot dog champ, would you know?
I would know.
If
but
you was
that's
in
something I
regular
know.
civvies,
I don't think I would know.
I would,
You
but,
would
but
know?
I'm invested in that a little bit more. I definitely know that.
I don't know if I know what he looks like.
yes.
would.
See, he's out of your world, but I wouldn't know some of your real life wife.
Oh my gosh, you could be in the elevator
Housewives.
with a housewife of Miami and you wouldn't even know it.
Oh, I would.
No,
I would
wouldn't
never
know any of
know
that.
it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many subsects of celebrities now that a lot of the influencers, I would have no idea.
And I pride myself on a lot of that, not knowing some of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like I would get this one too. Augie said, I had a porn star stay at my house in Port St. Lucie. I never knew she was a porn star until my brother told me. They were friends. I'd be the same way. I don't know people in the porn field that, they're very famous.
Cornfield, not as fun as a cornfield.
Yeah, and also too, I feel like that industry uses the word star very loosely, pun intended.
Yeah.
Isn't everybody that does porn a porn star? And aren't there, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people putting out porn?
Oh, it's insane how much porn is out there now. The internet has opened the whole world up, and their legs.
Yeah.
It's a true thing.
And our friend Sarah Curtis, she said, my brother was the kitchen/private party manager for the Farmer's Table in Boca before he moved to Nashville. And he booked a party with somebody who he just assumed was any other cute Boca woman. Come to find out, it was Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas.
Wow.
He is so not into pop culture, so he had no clue. He just assumed that the girls were excited at work because her husband was good looking.
Were there people in the place?
Oh, yeah, they were. Yeah.
Because that email is so 2000 and late.
It is.
You should punch yourself in the throat.
I just love doing cringy Fergie stuff.
Yeah. And Linnea said you were talking about the most famous person that you've made out with. Mine, which, man, you would love this. In the early 90s, I was at a bar in San Francisco, and I danced and made out with a little person actor who played an Ewok in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, my gosh. That's
Wow,
amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, there you go.
That is awesome.
How about that? It's pretty impressive.
Get it.
And our friend Elmer in Houston said, what up? Listen to the show on July 3rd, and I think somebody might have played a prank on you guys with the birthday shout-outs. Somebody...
Again.
I'm sure.
We get catfished by this a lot.
I'm not shocked that we got pranked or fooled or tricked publicly.
Someone sent a birthday wish to El Vergudo, which means, in Spanish, guy with a large penis.
Got us. And you'll get us again.
It's either a prank or that person's nickname. Either way, they pulled a fast one on you. I hope you guys are doing well. I can imagine all of our strangers like going, did he just say El Vergudo?
Yeah,
El
you'll get
Vergudo, I
us.
guess.
El Vergudo.
El Vergudo.
That needs to be like your Spanish nickname.
El Vergudo.
Hello,
Oh, man.
ladies. My name is El Vergudo.
How does that work? Let's say you did get Anchorman and someone wrote something in a different language and it was completely foul language.
Right.
Do you get in trouble, or is the FCC cool, or is that not even a...
Yeah, oddly enough, I was having this conversation with a Russian guy yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, oddly enough.
I know.
Are you conspiring with the Russians?
I know, he told me.
What are you doing?
I was acting like I was spying on you.
I didn't know what that was.
It wasn't good. It didn't land.
You confused Kevin so bad with that bad joke.
I couldn't understand what he was doing.
This is what the podcast is for. You take chances on
You
this
broke
thing.
Kevin.
I was like, I don't know what this is.
Oh, you broke Kevin.
It was like we were playing charades.
You broke Kevin a long time ago.
What is this?
Yes, I don't know what I was doing. I got to take a nap. But as you were, Kevin.
Is this guy working for Putin?
No, he's a guy that's lived in the U.S. now for a while, but he's originally from Russia. Still has, the solid Russian accent. And we were talking a bit about the FCC, and he had a lot of those same questions. And I said, that's the thing, that they don't lay out the standards. You don't
It's a gray
really know.
area.
Yeah, and I hate that with the FCC because they call it, quote-unquote, community standards. And he was saying, yeah, I've seen that on Facebook. And I said, it's probably adopted the same kind of concept from the FCC, and so they let the community decide what's out of bounds. But as always, in life, you have 10% of people that are just wildly offended about everything.
At least.
And 80 to 90% of the population, they don't really care. So it's about how many complaints you get. But yeah, if one biddy got herself all, her panties twisted in a wad, it's like, I can't believe that he said El Vergudo on the show,
Yes.
man with a large penis, and she got enough people, then yeah, they could file a complaint, and who knows where it will wind up going. But a lot of times they look at intent and were you driving it down, like somebody who would keep saying, like, let's say for instance, you can't say titty, and somebody kept saying titty, 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 titty.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
Who would have ever done that?
That would be an instance where they would say that wasn't a fleeting example of somebody who didn't know and got trick. That was somebody who clearly was just trying to drive titty home. And you can't say titty on the radio.
That was my first official ass chewing by a manager being in radio. That meeting. That was my first one when we all had to go in there. And how are you gonna? Our boss was lecturing us about that.
He was so mad.
And then, but what he does, how are you gonna play the clip in front of me? Of Virginia, you're ripping us apart, and they go, "Can you really play this?" And then you hear her actually go, "Titty, titty, titty," and you expect me not to laugh in front of you?
We all laughed.
I mean, and then get mad that I'm laughing.
He's mad. Now he got double mad because we laughed at titty, titty, titty.
Don't play the clip.
Yeah, that would have been an instance where they said, clearly she knows what she's doing. This is a findable offense.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
The statute of limitations has run
Right.
out on that titty.
And South Florida's pretty loose as a community, so their standards are looser than normal. And Panchita said Spanish radio stations curse a lot in Spanish. And I think we're getting to that point. I really hope that it gets there, because even if we could say anything we wanted, the fact that we try to be not a family show, but one that, okay,
Isn't totally filled with derelict comments.
right, for that and to be able to have kids listen to it. I like the fact that you can't have kids and teenagers listen to portions of what KVJ does. We still, even if they gave us the green light, I'd be like, all right, well, there'll be a time and a place. And we'd probably keep the show really about the same as it is.
The podcast is different because it really is made for adults. And I remember when we first talked about it was kind of, friends hanging out at a bar. But if we were doing the regular KVJ show and we had the capability of saying fuck and this and that, I don't see us over.
No, I think, like I said, I think it'd be the exact same.
And as your legal spokesperson, I would tell your Russian spy friend that community standards are also based on the predominant language of said community, and the predominant language is English. Bam, you're innocent.
Her nickname's Titanic because it's just a matter of time until we hit that iceberg.
Yeah. I don't know if I want her on my defense team.
I'm your lead legal eagle.
That argument right away. I'm all right. Okay, we're
I
gonna be able to
speak
shoot
for
that one down
you.
pretty good. Yeah.
I don't want you anywhere near the courtroom.
Yeah.
Or the courthouse.
She hasn't pulled the numbers on Miami yet. So.
I'd rather have you at the bar getting liquored up and then cheering us on when we win the case.
Yes.
That's what we want.
You're better at that.
Ordering a round of drinks.
Or when we lose the case, be drunk and sad with us, which we've done before.
Yep. We've got the Copa America. You're going to hear a lot of Spanish curse words in Hard Rock Stadium coming Sunday night. And Daniel kind of broke it down because we were asking who has the advantage. The fact that Argentina has Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest soccer player in the world. You'd think them, and they coming off, I believe, they won the last World Cup, so pretty solid. But I don't know what the roster is and all that. I'm trying to get there with soccer. I really am. I'm trying to learn more. So I do appreciate all the little nuggets that people give me because it's helping me to learn the sport. And like with any sport, the more you learn it, the more you appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch as much as I can. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. But is it hard to watch? Is it pay-per-view?
No, it's broadcast on Fox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He already told you this earlier. 8 o'clock Sunday night. When do you listen?
The recall's not great from the show. It's really not very good.
What the fuck you guys want him? Over here fucking chugging Slurpees, doing all kind of crazy shit.
He got brain freeze.
He clearly froze that information right out of his brain.
The part that's supposed to remember Sunday night, 8 p.m. on Fox, that got froze.
What if somebody listening now wasn't listening then? Now they know. See? It's resetting it.
Anyway, he was just saying it's going to be a physical match. Both teams are known for being physically, mostly Argentina. Now, for who wins, it depends. If Argentina plays for themselves individually, then Colombia wins. But if they play as a team, they will win because Colombia has to fight fire with fire Argentina's physicality. So that's your quick rundown on what to expect on Sunday for the favorites.
Did you,
of the Copa America.
Either one of you play soccer as a kid?
I did, like in third grade.
Me too.
Yep.
And I was not very good at it at all. I think
No,
it's
that's
Terrible.
I think it might have been. Was it expensive? Because didn't you have to buy shin guards?
Shin guards, yeah, they had shin guards.
You have shins. You don't have to buy those.
I am the
God
shinless
damn.
man.
Man, you can't have one fuck up. You can't have one little mess up around.
His legs are like jelly.
You go suck at soccer if you ain't got no shins.
Look at Pennington. Look at little wobbly like Pennington out there.
But
with
he's
no
so
shins.
easy to take out.
Oh, Jello Pennington.
Oh, pudding leg.
Fuck this.
God, that Slurpee really did you in.
Oh, my chest. Nothing's been felt right since that Slurpee.
Tough days. Yeah, but I was a fat kid. They put all the fat kids on defense.
So insulting. Slash hilarious.
Did you hate playing soccer?
Hated it. It's terrible. I couldn't move.
I get
I
it.
got the fat kid position.
Singled out for your fatness and
I would
slowness.
have been goalie, but I wasn't quick enough. They tried me. They put the fat kid at goalie. Oh, never mind. He can't move. Put him on defense. It was rough. I hated it.
At least you had shins.
That's true. It didn't go out there and just wilt and fall over. Yeah, it's tough. Got an email from Tanya Panchita. Thank you very much. Let me see. Oh, it says, never mind. It says don't read online.
Oh,
Okay.
don't read this on air.
Okay.
That's just about something she's watching.
Okay.
Okay.
Write that at the top, though, in big, bold letters. Don't read this on the air.
Robert said, so I think it was a great idea for a YouTube series for Bird and Virginia. Could they try eating each other's cuisine? Bird makes Virginia go to some of her favorite low-budget places, makes his favorite items. Virginia takes Bird, eat at her elevated establishments.
Oh, like an odd couple type of what is these clams? Oh, I don't want
Yeah.
clams on my pizza. And then I'll give you a.
You make a pierogi pizza, and then
Yeah.
she takes you to eat sushi.
I mean, it is a good idea.
I like it.
Okay.
We're
Maybe
really
a little series.
We're becoming a food. Even have more food show.
I know. I'm putting up all kind of cooking videos that are getting tens of likes.
Hey, look. At least you're getting likes.
It's true. Yeah.
Look at the positive.
Yeah. All kinds of different stuff the people are getting out there.
That's not true. That's not true. You're being self-deprecating.
And Tracy said, did we ever get the story on why Jbird walked out that one morning some time ago? And he said, maybe in a month you tell us. It's been over a month. What happened between him and the witch?
I don't remember what happened.
Oh, you pissed me off. And I pissed you off. We both got into a fight before the show.
Bird packed up his shit and stormed out.
I don't remember any of our fights. They're fun when they're going on, but then I don't remember.
I'm Italian. I remember every fight since the age of 3. Just like my mother.
What was the last one me and you had about?
It was about, we had a meeting at my house, and then
Oh, I do remember now.
that, and so so
Gotcha.
great story.
It wasn't anything big.
It wasn't anything big.
No, it was just the small usual ins and outs of, trying to do a show.
I'm a big and maybe because my family did fight a lot. I'm not the kind of person you can have big fights with somebody, and I always think you either get stronger or you can sink. And if you care about somebody, you're going to sometimes fight with them. And you fought a lot on the baseball field too.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of passion with that. So I'm not one of those people that can have a big blowout and be, you're dead to me. That's not how I operate. And I think if you care about people, it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
Yeah, the sooner that you handle any little problem, the easier it is. And typically, anytime we have a problem, it's because something probably should have been said earlier, and there's some resentments that start to build up. And a lot of times, it's just understanding somebody else's perspective. If you've got maybe a problem how I do something, then let me know, because I didn't even know you felt that way. And then we can talk it through, and I can explain why I was doing what I was doing, and you can explain why you feel the way that you feel. And so sometimes we maybe don't get to that as quick. And so it does kind of build up. And then, we'd had a meeting to talk about some of those feelings, and I think some of them were still a little bit unresolved.
I personally think as a show, we were all kind of burned out with a lot of things going on, and we were all kind of going in our own little ways. And I think we all kind of felt like we're on our own little island. And I just had thought at my house I had gotten everything out, and I don't think Virginia thought I did. And then we started arguing about that, and then that's pretty much what it really was about. I honestly think burnout had a lot to do with a lot of our. I'm talking KVJ fights. It's usually a lot of burnout because we tend to go kind of a while without talking about things sometimes. I think we learned a lot during that whole time is to talk about things quicker and not later.
Yes, that is true.
We had a lot of blows being hit at us. Suits was leaving. I know people think we can add a new person to the show. There's no budget for that kind of stuff.
Right.
At least I don't think so.
No.
So there's some things that we can't talk about on the air that are pressure cookers for us. And I think we are all of us, everybody in the equation, including a Denny's. I think we all were just kind of on our own little island.
Yeah.
And I think that was a good reset.
Yeah. It was. You got to do that from time to time.
I think a hurricane sometimes can be a good thing to blow through and wipe out all the crap and to rebuild.
Yeah, it usually takes out all the debris, you clean it up, and it looks more beautiful afterwards.
Sometimes it's complete, utter devastation.
If you don't manage it well.
Sometimes you get rid of all the personality that the landscape had, and then you just build new fancy cookie cutter bullshit.
Yeah, I was trying to do the majority of the talking, just because I wanted to give the people some details because I didn't give any details. Fuck it. I tried, Coach.
Yeah, that's all it was. Just a little flare up. Everything's been resolved and all good, and lessons learned, and everything's patched and healed, and everything's fantastic.
I forgot what the fight was about, so
there you go.
No, I logged it in, right in the Italian file.
Get right in there.
Another thing that bitch did to make me mad. It's got to be a thick file at this point.
The thickest.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for those emails and the questions. Send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com. We got one more day to get to the weekend.
Weekend.
That's right, y'all. Okay, you guys have a good one. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.